Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. The 2024 Formula One season was a roller coaster for Red Bull. They started strong, with a competitive car that initially dominated the field. However, as the season progressed, their advantage gradually diminished. By mid-season, both McLaren and Ferrari had caught up, and in some areas, even surpassed Red Bull in terms of car performance. While Max Verstappen managed to secure the Drivers' Championship thanks to a strong early lead, Red Bull lost the Constructors' title to McLaren. Despite slight improvements towards the end of the season, they couldn't close the gap. As the 2025 season looms, Red Bull faces mounting pressure to regain its dominance. With several teams now on nearly equal footing, even minor details could make the difference in the fight for both championships. No one feels this urgency more than Max Verstappen, who expressed his concerns in a recent interview. The reigning champion didn't mince words, stating, "If the Red Bull car performs like it did in 2024, I definitely won't be champion in 2025. Verstappen emphasized that the team needs to take significant steps forward to become competitive again. He remains optimistic that Red Bull can resolve the car's balance issues and address several key weaknesses identified during the 2024 campaign. One of the main challenges highlighted by Verstappen was the car's instability in slower corners, particularly when navigating curbs. The bouncing effect caused a significant loss of performance, leaving Verstappen struggling to maintain control during crucial moments. "I've been pushing the team hard to solve these problems," Verstappen admitted. "I'm okay with being beaten in 2025, but I at least want a car that gives me a chance to fight for the title." The Dutchman's frustration was evident as he recounted how difficult it became to drive the car during the latter part of the 2024 season. "There were times I could barely drive it properly," he added, reflecting on the challenges he faced despite his championship victory. The stakes are high for Red Bull as they enter 2025. Teams like McLaren and Ferrari have demonstrated their ability to close the gap and innovate rapidly, and Red Bull cannot afford to fall behind further. Verstappen's comments highlight the critical need for the team to fine-tune their car, especially in areas like slow corner handling and overall balance. The pressure is on their engineers and designers to deliver a machine capable of maintaining the team's reputation for excellence. For Verstappen, 2025 represents more than just another title defense. It's about proving that Red Bull can rise to the challenge and compete at the highest level. His demands for improvement reflect not just his competitive spirit, but also his belief in the team's potential to overcome adversity. However, if Red Bull fails to address these issues, it could spell a challenging season for the defending champion. What do you think? Can Red Bull resolve their car's problems in time? Or will 2025 be a tough year for Verstappen and the team? Share your thoughts on whether the Austrian outfit can reclaim their dominance, or if they risk falling further behind their rivals. Fernando Alonso, one of Formula One's most iconic names, has announced that 2026 will likely mark the end of his illustrious career. The two-time world champion, with over 400 Grand Prix appearances, is preparing for a historic farewell as F1 enters a new regulatory era. However, could the innovative partnership between Aston Martin and Honda, coupled with the expertise of Adrian Newey, inspire Alonso to extend his journey? Let's delve into this story filled with passion, challenges, and twists that may shape the future of Formula One. Alonso's F1 career began in 2001, and he quickly established himself as one of the grid's brightest talents. With back-to-back championships for Renault in 2005 and 2006, he became a symbol of resilience and raw skill. Over the decades, Alonso has driven for top teams like Ferrari, McLaren, and most recently Aston Martin, showcasing his ability to maximize performance regardless of a car's competitiveness. The 2026 season promises to be transformative for F1, with new regulations set to redefine car designs and team strategies. Aston Martin is investing heavily in this future, leveraging Newey's legendary engineering acumen and a new partnership with Honda. Alonso, at 45, will play a crucial role in guiding the team through these changes. His unmatched technical knowledge and leadership will be invaluable as Aston Martin strives to become a top contender. While Alonso has suggested 2026 could be his final season, he's left the door open for 2027. Much depends on Aston Martin's competitiveness under the new rules. If the car proves capable of challenging for victories or even a third world title, it's hard to imagine Alonso stepping away. His longevity in the sport is remarkable, though not without physical challenges. Injuries during 2024 tested his resilience, but he has vowed to be in peak condition for 2025 and beyond. Adrian Newey's arrival and Honda's proven success with Red Bull add to the optimism surrounding Aston Martin's future. Alonso thrives in collaboration with top engineers, and this technical alignment could provide the motivation he needs to keep pushing. Flavio Briatore, his longtime mentor, believes Alonso's passion could see him reconsider retirement if the conditions are right. Alonso's potential departure signals the end of an era, but also highlights his extraordinary legacy. Unlike other F1 veterans who struggled to remain competitive, Alonso has continuously evolved. His ability to adapt across eras, combined with his sharp racecraft and strategic intelligence, makes him one of the most complete drivers in history. Whether battling young stars like Verstappen and Leclerc or veterans like Hamilton, Alonso has proven he still belongs among the elite. As 2026 approaches, the big question remains: will Alonso truly bid farewell, or will Aston Martin's ambitious project and a potential title challenge keep him on the grid? Regardless of his decision, Alonso's impact on Formula One is undeniable. He redefined what it means to be a complete driver, blending technical expertise, mental fortitude, and unrelenting passion. What do you think? Can Aston Martin deliver a car competitive enough to keep Alonso motivated? Or will 2026 be the swan song of one of the greatest careers in motorsport history? Share your thoughts on Alonso's future and the legacy he leaves behind. Isaac Hadar, recently announced as the new driver for Red Bull's junior team, is already generating buzz, but not for the reasons one might expect. In an interview, Hadar was asked to name his favorite driver, and instead of highlighting a figure from Red Bull's rich history, he gave an unexpected answer: Lewis Hamilton. The rookie didn't hesitate to praise one of Red Bull's fiercest rivals, sparking a wave of reactions across the paddock and among fans. Hadar explained that Hamilton has been his hero since he was just 3 years old. "I grew up watching Lewis dominate the sport," Hadar said. "For me, he's the most complete driver out there. He's not just a champion on the track. He's an icon off it. Even today, I believe he's the one everyone is trying to beat, and in my eyes, he's the greatest driver of all time." Hadar credited Hamilton's 7 world championships, consistency, and adaptability as key reasons for his admiration. He noted that Hamilton's ability to perform at the highest level year after year has inspired him throughout his racing career. "I've always looked up to him. The way he carries himself, the way he drives. It's everything I aspire to emulate," he added. These remarks have sparked a lively debate. On one side, many fans and analysts see Hadar's comments as a refreshing display of honesty and individuality, especially in a sport where drivers are often cautious about their words to avoid controversy. His openness to recognize greatness outside his team reflects maturity and respect for the sport's history. On the other hand, some critics argue that it may not have been the wisest move for a Red Bull-backed driver to publicly praise one of their main rivals. Red Bull has a storied rivalry with Mercedes and Hamilton, and some wonder if this could raise eyebrows within the team's leadership. The comments also raise questions about Hadar's ability to navigate the unique pressures of being part of the Red Bull system. Known for its competitive intensity and high expectations, Red Bull demands unwavering loyalty from its drivers. Some insiders question whether openly admiring Hamilton, a rival, might complicate Hadar's integration into the team. Will this honesty be seen as a strength, or will it create unnecessary friction as he begins his career? Despite these concerns, Hadar's statements underline the lasting impact of Lewis Hamilton on the next generation of drivers. Hamilton's influence transcends team allegiances, inspiring young talents worldwide. For Hadar, this admiration comes from a genuine place, reflecting the kind of role model Hamilton has been throughout his record-breaking career. Hadar's move also highlights the cultural and personal dimensions of motorsport. In a world dominated by fierce competition and political undertones, Hadar's willingness to speak openly about his inspirations sets him apart. His honesty may serve as a reminder that the sport's greatest figures inspire beyond team boundaries. Whether this candidness will serve as an asset or a liability remains to be seen. For now, Hadar's willingness to speak his mind has made him one of the most talked about rookies heading into the new season. It will be fascinating to see how his career unfolds under the Red Bull banner, and whether this bold statement will define him as a driver unafraid to stand by his beliefs. What's your take on Hadar's remarks? Was it a bold and refreshing move to express admiration for Hamilton, or should he have chosen a Red Bull figure to align with his new team's ethos? Share your thoughts on whether Hadar's honesty will set him apart as a voice of individuality in Formula One, or if it could create challenges as he navigates the high-pressure world of Red Bull racing.